1-0 Lake County on top after 2 innings of play from Classic Park. The Captains take the lead on an RBI double by Jose Vicente. So Brady Aiken with the lead as he starts the top of the third. He'll face Luis Silva, the number 8 man in the order. And my goodness, where did the summer go? It is very chilly tonight for a September 1st evening. 63 degrees at first pitch with 14-mile-an-hour winds in from center field. It feels like we're in the thick of autumn. Luis Silva to the plate. The wind and the pitch from Aiken. Fastball fouled back and to the right. Silva batting .198 in 35 games. No homers, 6 doubles. Aiken takes the sign, and the 0-1 on its way. Curveball chopped left side. Pantoja to his left, cuts it off and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Big news in the Indians organization today. Former captains Greg Allen and Francisco Mejia get the call up to the show. They're not in the lineup in Game 2 of the doubleheader. They weren't in the lineup in Game 1 of the Twin Bill in Detroit either. But they are in a major league dugout in the regular season for the first time. The pitch to Nick Sine. Right-hand batter takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Sine, who's hitting .216, 1 home run on the year. The wind and the 0-1. Bunt shown, pitch taken high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Sine. A .407 on-base percentage despite a .216 average, and that's because he is a Brandon Guyer-esque baseball magnet. 1-1 pitch is a fastball outside. 2-1. Sine has set the Midwest League record for the most hit by pitches in a single season. 38 of them. The 2-1 from Aiken. Fastball high, 3-1. That broke the record set by Clinton's Jonathan Dirt Green in 2008. The wind and the 3-1 from Aiken. He steps, kicks, and fires. Fastball low, ball 4. So Sine works a 1-out walk. So Greg Allen, Francisco Mejia up to the Tribe. See if they get in the ball game today in Game 2 of the Twin Bill. Mike Clevenger on the mound for the Indians after the Tribe extended their winning streak to 8 games with a Game 1 win over the Tigers. Rodrigo Orozco to the plate, back to the top of the Lansing order. A single last time for the switch-hitting right fielder. Aiken checks first. Now comes home. A bunt foul and to the right. 0-1 the count. Allen and Mejia were teammates with the Captains in 2015. Allen then went up to High Lynchburg, which means 2 years in a row his hitting coach with Captains manager Larry Day. Francisco Mejia likewise in 2015. A 1 pitch is low, 1-1 on Orozco. And then he was with Lake County again in 2016 at the beginning of the year. Played the first half, was a Midwest League All-Star. Finished with a 24-game hitting streak with the Captains, and then under the tutelage of Day at Lynchburg, put together 26 more in a row for a 50-game hit streak. The 1-1. Curveball strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Orozco. It will be very interesting to see how the Tribe play Mejia in the major leagues, because he has now started to play some third base, though he is very raw and new at the position. The 1-2 from Aiken. He deals. Lined over the head of Eladio to right center. It'll drop in front of Capel, but the right fielder cuts it off to hold Orozco to a single. Sine goes first to third on the play, and it's runners on the corners with 1 out in the third. Captains lead at 1-0, but now the Lugnuts threatening. First and third, 1 gone for Joshua Palacios. So Mejia's now played, I want to say, 2 games at third base for Akron, and he'll play for Glendale in the Arizona Fall League and play some third base there, but I wouldn't think they'd play him in the big leagues there. Joshua Palacios takes a breaking ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. No, he's played 1 game at third base for Akron, so I would highly doubt the Indians will play him at the hot corner in the big leagues. But who knows? The 1-0. Runner takes off from first. The pitch is a strike. Throw to second, not in time. They'll redirect it home. The tag by Chu, not in time to get Sine. He slides in at the plate to tie the ball game. A bang-bang play, both at second and then at home. Orozco steals second. Then the throw came back to the plate, and Sine took off. He scores. A double steal for the Lugnuts to knot the score at 1-1. Give them both credit for stolen bases. Orozco on second now with 1 out and a 1-1 count on Josh Palacios. That pitch was a strike. Palacios grounded into a double play last time, but that's off the table now. The 1-1. Curveball strike on the outside corner, 1-2. You kind of figured the Indians would call Mejia up in September when rosters expand, because he's primarily a catcher. The 1-2. Inside, almost hit Palacios, but he limbos out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, a lot of teams when rosters expand like to carry a third catcher. And you have a guy who's, if not major league ready, close to it. He's your top prospect in your organization and continues to hit the lights out at Double-A. Why not give him a shot? The 2-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3, but it's a wild pitch. Chu chases it down and throws to first to get Palacios. But on the wild pitch, Orozco to third. So that is Aiken's second strikeout. Now 2 gone in the 3rd inning. And a man 90 feet away for Nash Knight in a tie ball game.
And that strikeout means half strikes, 1 wiser and Castaway for the rest of the inning. The designated hitter, number 15, Nash Knight.
Nash Knight, the switch hitting DH, bats righty. Aiken's pitch, inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Knight flied to right field last time. A soft fly out. The wind now blowing almost directly out to left field. Aiken sets and deals. 1-0 fastball misses low. 2-0. This inning started, or this rally started, with a walk. Sine walked. Orozco singled. And a good job by Sine to go first to third and make it happen. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball, strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Aiken, unfortunately, that was walk number 96 on the year. Aiken holds the set. The kick and the 3-1. Fastball high, ball 4, and runners on the corners with 2 gone. The one thing you'd have to say about Aiken, despite the walks, he has been masterful this year at working around those walks, mostly because he gets a ton of double play balls. Leads the Midwest League in that regard. Aiken has now induced 24 twin killings this year. Doesn't need one here with 2 outs. Here's David Jacob. The pitch from Aiken is a fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Lefty on lefty. Jacob, the first baseman, flied to right last time. 1-1 the score in the top of the 3rd. Knight on first, Orozco on third. Now the 1-0 from Brady. Curveball strike on the outside corner. 1-1. David Jacobs had a good series so far. He's now 5 for 8. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. A nasty curveball down and away. Aiken's bread and butter, and he's ahead 1-2. Jacob ready, so too is Aiken. The 1-2 on its way. Curveball, strike three called on the inside corner. Aiken gets Jacob looking, and that ends the third, but not before the Lugnuts tied the score on a double steal. It's the Captains 1 and the Lugnuts 1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning at Classic Park. Captains 1, Lugnuts 1 through 2.5 innings of play at Classic Park. We go on to the bottom of the third inning. The Lugnuts tied the score in the top of the third on a double steal. Nixon A stealing home after Rodrigo Orozco took second. And the throw went down to second. So Sine took advantage and scored. Now the Captains trying to regain the lead. Gabriel Mejia stands in. Switch hitter batting righty. He's batting .224 on the season. An injury-shortened year with a hamate bone fracture. Higuera deals. Fastball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. There have been a rash of hamate bone injuries this year in the Indians organization, but he is far from the only one. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Mejia had one. Greg Allen, who we talked about before, getting his major league call-up today. Now the 2-0. Fastball strike on the knees, at the knees on the inside corner. 2-1 on Mejia. Hamate bone injury also to Mitch Longo, who's gone up to high Lynchburg. He had one to start the season. The 2-1 from Higuera. Grounded to right side and through for a base hit. So the speedster's on to start the bottom of the third. Mejia on first, Luke Wakamatsu to the plate. Back to the top of the order we go against Juliandre Higuera. Left-hand hurling starting pitcher for these Lugnuts. Just his second start of the year, 18th appearance. Wakamatsu's 0 for 1. He'll bat righty. Higuera's pitch. Popped up foul right side. That'll make it into the seats out of play. The count to 0-1. Higuera out of Punto Fijo in Venezuela. He sets. The 0-1 pitch is a ball outside. Higuera has faced the Captains before, pitched in relief. Had a no decision on August 10th. It was a 7-1 loss for Lansing. He gave up 2 runs in 3 innings. The kick and the 1-1. A one hopper to short. Gudinho goes to second. Silva on to first, and just in time to get the hustling Wakamatsu for a double play. 6-4-3, and add insult to injury, it sounded like Wakamatsu broke his bat. That was off the end of the bat, a ground ball to Gudinho, and he started the twin killing. Now Larry Day trots across the diamond to have a chat with Tanner Dobson about the call. LD seems to think that Luke was safe, and it was a pretty close play. LD does not seem terribly pleased with the call. It doesn't look terribly animated, the conversation, but there's a little body language from LD that suggests that he is a little bit more than slightly perturbed by that call. Either way, 2 gone, bag's clear. You're not going to change the umpire's decision. Now Alexis Pantoja to the plate. Lefty on lefty. Pantoja grounded to short last time. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into Ridge Smith's glove. 0-1. Higuera works from the first base side of the rubber. So he really hides the ball well from lefties. The 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul up along the first base line. That has to be a very tough angle for a left-hand hitter, because optically, it's like Higuera's right on top of you. Now the 0-2. Fastball misses high. One ball, two strikes on Pantoja, formerly a switch hitter, batting exclusively lefty this year. The 1-2, just off the outside edge. Higuera walks halfway back to home plate. He thought that was strike three. He started to walk toward his own dugout and then realized he wasn't getting the call, and so he just walked a few more steps to make for a shorter throw for his catcher. The kick and the 2-2. That's way outside on a breaking ball and a full count. What we understand about Higuera is that when he is at his best, he is really attacking the strike zone, and I think we've seen that tonight. He hasn't walked anybody. This is his first 3-ball count. The 3-2 on its way to Pantoja. Check swing, ball in the dirt. Did he go around? No, he didn't. It is ball 4. The ball got past Smith, and I was a little surprised that Pantoja didn't sprint to first, because even if he had struck out, he would have had a chance to reach. But either way, it's a walk. A man on first, 2 gone. Connor Capel, the left-hand hitting right fielder, to the plate. He flied to left last time. Here's the set. Higuera's pitch. Capel grounds it wide of first and foul. It's a pretty nice night for a ball game in Eastlake. The final home game of the 2017 season. Amazing that there are just 4 games left in the season, period. This year just blew right by. The set and the 0-1. Capel takes outside on a curveball. Captains and Lugnuts tied at 1, bottom of the 3rd inning in Eastlake. Thanks so much for tuning in all year. Those of you who have been with us from wire to wire, very much appreciated. Pickoff throw back to first. Pantoja back safely. Wins and losses wise, it has not been the best campaign. The Captains trying to not have the worst record in Captains history. They need 1 win to tie that mark. The 1-1 is a breaking ball inside, 2-1. So they need 2 wins to clear themselves of the bar of the worst record in Captains history. That worst record, 53-86 in 2011. The 2-1 pitch. Capel takes a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But wins and losses aside, it has been fun. This has been an energetic group. They've laid it all out there this season. And there's been a lot of improvement from the younger guys especially. Here's the 2-2. Capel swings and misses, strike 3. So Capel down on strikes to end the bottom of the 3rd. That's the 4th K for Higuera, and the Captains come up empty in the 3rd inning. We go to the 4th. It's the Captains 1, the Lugnuts 1 at Classic Park.